How's it going, everybody? Chris Card's back through the mail Monday. Happy 4th of July. You guys be safe out there today. Don't do anything crazy. Don't start any fires you can't control. Our first of 5 returns from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. We've got a nice, bright, neon pink and a 72 tops there. Index card. I think I'm missing some cards. I am missing some cards. We got Bill Gogolusky. Look at that. Even inscribed that with his Major League debut. That's Bill Gogolusky. 6-year career. Majority of those years spent with the Texas Rangers. Started off his career as a starter. Kind of ended up a reliever towards the end of his career. 343rd overall pick in the 18th round of the first ever amateur draft way back in June of 1965. There's his information. 72 tops card signed very nicely. You got the 74 top signed for the set. Very happy return number 1 from Mr. Gogolusky. That just is fun to say. Let's move on, guys, to return number 2. All right, gang, next return from San Francisco, California, with the Yogi Berra stamp, which means this was sent to a stadium. And I think I know who it was, or is. His last return is my longest return ever, 1,162 days. And he sent me back the wrong card, so I sent him right back, hoping he would get right back to me. And it's been a couple of months, but we have the legendary Mike Kruko, and it is the 2 cards I sent him, 87 tops and 84 tops for the set. Really nice. I think I sent him an 89 upper deck, and I think he sent me back like a 90 upper deck or something. I don't know, guys. It was just a few months ago when I had this TTM, and as soon as I got the cards back and I noticed he was signing, I'm like, well, it's been like literally like 4 years since I sent him. Let's go ahead and send him again real quick while he's in the signing mood. And I got these cards back. Very nice. He was a longtime Giant and Cub. There you guys have it. Mike Kruko. And that is the information where you can send to him. And maybe you'll get lucky like I did. He's a pretty decent signer. Much quicker than my first attempt at him. Much quicker return. So very happy to get 2 more cards knocked out for the sets I'm collecting. Let's move on to return number 3. All right, gang. Omaha, Nebraska. For our next return, let's rip into this and see who we have. We've got a bunch of cards in here. Chris Cards got greedy with Eddie Watt. Eddie Watt signed a few cards for me. Look at that signature. That's pretty cool. He was a longtime Baltimore Oriole. In fact, he's in the Baltimore Oriole Hall of Fame. He was a part of that 69-71 American League pennant dynasty where they won it all in 1970. 10-year career, 8 of those with the O's. He was out of the pen, basically a reliever. Career high in saves in 1969 with 16. Went on to get upset by the New York Mets, the Miracle Mets in 69 in the World Series that year. Eddie Watt, check out these cards. 74 tops traded for the set, traded in base. Very nice to get those back. And one he did not sign. He said, Chris Cards, not so fast. You're only going to get these like 6 signed. Now, a lot of you probably are asking me, Chris Cards, why do you need 3, 6, 7, 6 cards signed? Well, because I have them. I had them right here. Look at them all. Why not? Just send them all and see what happens. So he signed most of them. Got the 274 cards for the set. Very happy. All the other cards, beautiful cards. Awesome Oriole colors on all of them. I'm very happy to get these back from Mr. Eddie Watt. All right, let's move on to return number 4. All right, gang. This one is from Nova, which is Northern Virginia. No idea who this is. Got the love stamp on it. Let's crack this open and see who we've got. And might not look like much of a rip to you, but that was enough to get these cards out. We've got Mike Wallace. Mike Wallace, 5-year career. Spent a few years with the Phils, Yanks, Cardinals. 117 total games, so he really had it spread out. Look at that Mike Wallace on the 75 tops card. Looks like he was actually trying to recreate his original signature. I always wonder if these guys do that, because that's something I think I would do if I had a signed card and I had a signature from like, 40 years ago. I'd be like, let's try to recreate this. Looks like he got pretty close. And Mike Wallace, 74, a rookie card for the set. We got Bob Apodaca on there, as well as a few other guys. John D'Aquisto, I know he signs, and Dick Bainey on there, so we might get a few more signatures on that card before it's all said and done. Pretty excited to get Mike Wallace back. He played sporadically during those years. He didn't have that many trading cards. Definitely had these 2 trading cards, but I think that was about it. Maybe some oddball stuff out there, but for the flagship releases, I don't think he had a whole lot of cards in those sets. But there you guys go. Mike Wallace, happy to get this back. He worked for Masson in the 2010s. I'm not sure if he still works for Masson as an analyst or not, and I'm not too sure about any of that stuff. Nationals coverage, I have no idea. But there you guys go. Mike Wallace. Not that Mike Wallace, the baseball player Mike Wallace. Let's move on to our final return of the day. All right, folks. Oakland, California, our 5th and final return of the day. Hope everyone liked this week's Through the Mail Monday. Hit that subscribe button. Follow me along for future Through the Mail Mondays. We've got Steve Bryce. Steve Bryce signed there 74 tops very nicely, as well as a few other cards. He was the first-round pick, 17th overall in a 1967 amateur draft. Played 9 years, 7 of those with Twinks, and had a pretty mediocre career in the outfield. You do not want to be a light-hitting outfielder. For some reason, he ended up in the league for quite a while. 7 years is a long time for an outfielder that can't hit bombs, but there you guys go, Steve Bry. Very good return for him. Knocked another one out for the 1974 top set. He was involved in a pretty big controversy back in 1976. George Brett and Hal McRae were deadlocked for the American League batting championships. In his final at bat, Brett hit a routine fly ball to left field that Bry failed to catch, and it fell for a hit. There were accusations that Bry played it badly on purpose to deny McRae the batting championship. Within the baseball circles, rumors persisted that Bry didn't see McRae as an equal to Brett because Brett played defense, whereas McRae was a designated hitter, and quite frankly, they weren't equals. It's definitely harder to play in the field and hit than it is to just be DH. I mean, I don't think that's really a dispute or an argument whatsoever. It was never conclusively established that Bry intentionally failed to retire Brett. There was some racial undertones on that as well, but I think, well, who knows? You can't speak for anybody, but my spidey senses tell me that maybe it had to do with the fact that they did not want a DH winning the batting title. So seems like that would be more likely than some sort of race issue. But there you guys go. Through the Mail Monday number 181. Put it in the books. Hope everyone enjoyed these returns. Like I said, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, comment down below, and let me know what you thought of this week's returns. And of course, 4th of July, thanks for all of you people that served our country. The greatest country in the world, or is it? Ooh, controversy. Let's have a long, drawn-out discussion in the comments section and fight with each other over it. That sounds like a great usage of our very valuable, finite time on this planet. That's neither here nor there. I told you last week I had some good news for last week, and of course a week before my our 4th of July, thankfully, my wife, I said we had some good news. Let's say my wife entered this country not so legally back when she was, I don't know, 5-6 months old. Would you blame a little baby for crossing the border and coming to the land of the free, home of the brave? No, I couldn't blame her because well, she's 6 months old. She didn't know she didn't know what was going on. She was looking for her binky. She wasn't worried about anything. Her parents were worried about bringing up a crazy area in Mexico with lots of drugs and gangs and stuff like that. Can't blame the parents either. I mean, I know some of you on the far left can tell her to go back to where she came from, but she only knows this country 6 months. Young little 6 months old, and she has great taste. She ended up marrying me 10 years ago. We've been together for about 13 years. It's been a long, drawn-out process. DACA was a very big part of that process that was enacted back in 2015, 2014, something like that. That gave her a pathway to citizenship, and she took her oath on Monday, passed the civics test, and after many, many years of living in fear and never truly feeling like she belonged to my wife, my beautiful wife Laura is now a U.S. citizen. Some laws such as DACA caught up to us, deferred action for childhood arrivals, and we were able to get our foot in the door there and proceed to the final destination, which happened last Monday, where we went up to Portland to the immigration offices and had good news. Little 20-30 minute interview. She passed the civics test, and she better pass the civics test. She spent every waking moment of her educational career in the U.S. being trained in U.S. or being taught in U.S. schools. So if she was going to fail, they had only themselves to blame. So thankfully that all went smoothly. Very excited about that. Told you guys I had some good news for that. And of course, well, the other news was I was fighting a speeding ticket. As is my right as a U.S. citizen. A week before the celebration of our exoneration from Great Britain and telling them to go fly a kite, you don't own us. Fought that ticket because basically what happened was, and the short and skinny of it is, I got radar at milepost 3 with a bunch of cars going up a hill passing each other. Milepost 3, milepost 10, I noticed a cop behind me, just got behind me, pulled me over. 7-mile difference between when I saw the cop passing going the other way and came after me and basically caught me and told me I was the one that was speeding up the hill. So I don't know if I was speeding or not. There was a bunch of other cars in the situation, and I thought I would fight it, and I thought I would fight it because that's like 15-minute interval between him seeing me and him pulling me over. So I didn't think he could prove in a court of law that it was me that he actually radared and pulled over, because there was faster cars in the area. I just thought I was gonna go to court and have my day in court, and well, here we go, guys. Standing outside here, outside the historical Polk County courthouse. I fought the law, and the law won today, but mark my words, they haven't heard the last of me. If I get pulled over ever again, I'm fighting every ticket from here until the day I die. I swear to you. Just thought I had a good case. I really thought I was going to win, but basically what happened is the trooper clocked a gray pickup on milepost 3, pulled me over milepost 10. 7 miles later, I didn't see a cop for like the last few hundred yards, and he sped up. I saw him coming, so I was out of sight for 7 miles. Basically my argument was, okay, you clocked me doing 85 and a 55. Where's the proof that you actually clocked the right truck? There's lots of great trucks out there. So it didn't work. I probably could have lied and actually gotten out of it by saying I never was on milepost 3. Then it'd be on the police officer, the trooper, actually to prove that it was me at milepost 3, which he couldn't do because, well, whatever. But whatever, it is what it is. Not happy about it. Not happy at all. $265. Jesus. I think that's his car right behind me too. I saw him in court, and I'm like, I'm gonna get you today. And you got me. All right, gang. That's it. Through the mail Monday, 181 in the books. Thanks for watching. Sorry I didn't have better news. See ya.